Hello and welcome to Back to School Earth. I'm Fluval, Grand Tree Master of the Grand Aquarium Empire. And with me, as always, is, of course, Intern Curriculum.
Hello, everyone. Hello, I'm Intern Kristie. Welcome, class.
And of course,
welcome, class.
This is Radio Free Multiverse, the only show in any dimension where the points do matter and losing will cost you everything.
Yes, literally.
But you know what else could cost you everything?
What?
If you go to alice.deals/RFM and check out the new line of Radio Free Multiverse shirts and other merch as well. Here's the Teacher's Pest shirt. And if you want that design but would rather have it on your arm, guess what? There you go. You got the Teacher's Pest patch as well.
Good job, class. Good job.
You can also pay tribute to my superiority with a Hail Fluval shirt in black, or True Royal to pay tribute to my own royalty.
I really like that one.
I really like that one.
It looks like one of those art shirts, but it's like not art. It's like
me.
It's like Fluval. And like, what is art really?
What is art?
We could talk about art, but I think that what we should talk about is hello, everyone. Hello, welcome, interns. Welcome. Fluval, we are here for trivia.
Yes, but we also have this patch with the Grand Aquarium Empire logo, as well as this Fluval mouse pad, so you can remember me every time you move your phalanges.
Yes, we know that you are you're the species. You have fine motor control. But
what?
We're so here for trivia, Fluval. We are here for your trivia.
Yes, you're here for my game of trivia.
We are
all about school in pop culture.
We are also definitely here for your first lesson of the intern orientation program. That's right. It's Intern Kristie's program. Yes, intern orientation. Welcome, interns. Interns! Thank you so much. Good job, interns.
Good job, interns.
Wow. Good job. Thank you.
Good job.
Welcome, everyone, to your first intern orientation lessons. I have so many exciting lessons to share with you today as you start on your transcendent, ascendant, resplendent transformation.
Your transcendent transformation into full interns.
Yes. For Fluval, for the Grand Aquarium Empire Network, for Fluval.
For me.
Yes, Fluval, you are looking great. Do I earn an internship credit to the Multiversity? That is only if our censors see that you have something special in you that you can give to the Grand Aquarium Empire Network, at which point a pair of robotic arms that are operated by other interns and made up of other interns will remove you, download the information into your brain matrix style, and you will be added to the machine, much like did you see that movie Snowpiercer? Did anyone see that movie Snowpiercer, whereas the machinery of the train everyone was on and could not get off of was breaking down? They were just taking children and putting them into the machine. Wow, that's what it's like.
Great question, Things from the Void. When will I get to beat up Morty in Multiverses? When will I get to face off against Bugs Bunny and LeBron James? Equally iconic WB Games characters.
Yes. Oh my goodness, there are so many messages.
Yes, because we inspire
Mousepad with
conversation.
coffee, yes. The train with cockroach bars for snacks. No, we do not take that train.
No.
Do not get on that
No,
particular
not that one.
train.
But also,
It looks really nice. It looks real great from the outside. You're going to want to go on that train. You're going to go, that looks warm and cozy. Don't go in the train. But where you should go is exactly where you are. It's exactly where you are right now. Yes, no spoilers, Blogtoven.
No spoilers. We also got an equally important message from Erik Germ that I look great. And if you like Erik Germ, you want to keep your eyes on this stream for later in the show.
Yes.
Dirty, hot Captain America.
Ooh, child eater, cannibal, Chris Evans. All right, everyone. So, because we are also all here at intern orientation, because we're also all here for Fluval's fantastic trivia, which I, had to spend my time preparing. I brought in for everyone a special treat. Oh my God, a special treat. A special treat. Students, interns, potential interns, put your varying limbs together and make noise for Midsummer's Welcome!
Hello, class. It is so good to see all of you potential interns. Welcome to the Intern Orientation Reading Corner.
Yes.
Hello, Intern Tentacles. Hello, Intern Bigfoot. Hello, Intern Griffin. Hello, Intern Kisses. And hello, Intern T-Rex. It's so good to see all of you together here. Are you all ready to read some stories?
Oh my God, are we?
Yes, read the big boy books.
Yes. Good job. Read the big boy books. We're so excited.
I'm such an adult.
I'm so excited to hear that. Yay. Well, first, we're going to be starting off with a new book for some of you, but an old book for the returning classmates.
Yes.
We don't eat our fellow interns, and look.
It's true. Matter consumption's gross.
Yes. We did have to put that to the start of the curriculum after last orientation. So everyone pay attention to Midsummer's, okay?
Yes, pay attention.
They are the premier educator and paper books educator. Look at that paper book. That's right. It is designed to elicit feelings in your brain that will react super well with the drugs and Clockwork Orange that we are applying. Don't worry about it. Welcome, interns. Oh, you have that on Blu-ray. Perfect.
Oh,
Missy,
and thank you for the raid, WizWorld Live.
Welcome. Hello, WizWorld Live. Welcome to intern orientation. You're right on time.
Yes.
Oh my God. Welcome. You are right on time. We are definitely doing Fluval's trivia.
We will be doing a game of trivia still. Don't you worry.
Doing Fluval's trivia. Fluval, we are definitely doing your trivia.
Yes, we are doing my trivia.
But this is intern orientation program run by me, intern Kristie. And because I was helping Fluval with the trivia. We have the premier educator here in the multiverse in orienting intern programs. That's right. Midsummer's. I'm so excited for you to start off our curriculum with an important message that has unfortunately just become more and more necessary.
Yeah.
Yes. No, I do remember last orientation and the incident, so let's get started, shall we? Yeah. We don't eat our fellow interns by intern Kristie.
Who's that?
Yeah.
Penelope Rex was nervous. It's not every day little T-Rex starts intern orientation. Oh, there she is, Penelope Rex.
Oh.
We get so many
Do you
fewer
guys
of
feel
those.
nervous? Is that common? Yes, it
Who
is.
feels nervous?
Not me.
Hands?
I'm never nervous.
No, Fluval does
I'm
not
a big
have
boy.
No, does not
No,
have that
not
capacity.
Fluval.
No, not me. No.
What are my fellow interns going to be like? Will they be nice? How many teeth will they have? This is very important. How
Great
many
question.
teeth do you all have, interns?
Count them. Count each other.
Count your teeth.
Count them, report it, and then count each other's to make sure. Report people who lie.
That's right.
Yes.
You have that many teeth. Good job counting.
Good job. Penelope's mom got her a new backpack with ponies on it. Ponies were Penelope's favorites because ponies are delicious. Although all of us interns know we don't eat ponies because we don't do matter consumption, do
Yeah.
we, interns?
No.
We do not. No matter consumption. No. You will be sated by whatever we plug into you at whatever moment.
Yeah.
Don't worry. You will feel pain.
Yeah.
Now, that
tell
being
'em.
said, Penelope's dad had to test her, so he packed her a lunch of 300 tuna sandwiches and 1 apple juice.
That's a lot of tuna sandwiches.
Wow. T-Rexes are large.
They are
They're really
large.
They test the limits of my ability as an orienter to create an accessible space, for all of our potential interns.
yes.
Their various biologies and the ways in which they can serve the Grand Aquarium Empire Network. Diversity gives us so many tools that we can give to the Grand Aquarium Empire Network.
You try to make a doorway that accommodates both the T-Rex and the slug comfortably. It's difficult.
Yes,
Yeah,
that wasn't
I couldn't
fun.
even imagine.
We will
Thankfully,
not have
we don't worry
slander
about it being
against
comfortable
tuna.
for them.
That is true. That is true. The suffering, it's part of the experience. It's part of the whole package.
Yeah.
It's so wonderful.
Speaking of,
Yeah.
finally, the
Oh.
big day came.
Oh.
And Penelope Rex was surprised to find out that all of her fellow interns were
Yeah.
children. Oh,
What?
no.
Oh no.
Oh my God. Those are the most difficult to program, oddly enough. You would
I mean,
think.
can you even imagine?
They have the power of imagination.
Fluval does not have a restricted
Yeah.
size and dimension in space. Ew, gross. Oh my God, that is so lower dimensional. Gross. Ew. No, we will shut down that
Yeah.
slander. You are the child.
So what do you
Ty.
think-
Good to know.
Now's the time to tell us, interns. What do you think Penelope did when she realized all of her fellow interns were children?
She ate
Do
them.
you think... Really? You think
Bloodbath.
she-
Absolute
Well-
bloodbath.
I have to tell you, Fluval, you're right on the money. She ate them because children are delicious.
Oh.
Yep, that is what Chris Evans taught us.
Talk about a little twist.
In Snowpiercer, the most important message of Snowpiercer delivered by Captain America. Children are delicious.
I liked when this got turned into Jurassic Park and they just ate Newman.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Penelope Rex, said Miss Noodleman. We don't eat our fellow interns. Please spit them out at once. So she did.
Oh. Well,
Do you
actually,
think
that means...
Penelope was right to listen to Miss Noodleman?
Yeah. Because it made it not matter consumption.
And the other important
Fair.
thing is that that's about 20 other, corporeal beings with so many digits. So many digits for fine motor control. Think about all of the use that could be for the Grand Aquarium Empire Network. Don't eat your fellow interns, okay? We will make you responsible for gathering the same number.
Humans are famously lousy with digits.
Famously.
Just lousy with them.
Babies test the best.
That being said, it was not the best way to start orientation. Still, Penelope was determined to have a good first day. How would you have a good first day, interns? What would you do? Would you make friends?
Would you?
Would you eat people? Would you listen to anything that your aquarium says?
I'd blow up a planet.
There's definitely a right answer.
I'd blow up a planet.
There is definitely
that would be a good day for me.
Isn't there, Mike Summers?
But what do you think is the right answer here?
Yes. It's a friendly face. Death is a friendly face for you when you die. Yes. That is why we are so excited to have partnered with... That's right, Death 2.0. Only the spookiest masks for our interns. We rely on your fear of death in order to force you and compel you to carry out the Grand Aquarium Empire's wants and needs. When your heart is not pure enough and your mind is not receptive enough to the lessons of Mick Summers and the Grand Aquarium Empire Network, because if your heart was pure like mine, running on pure hatred, then you would know that this is the best thing you could possibly be doing with any amount of lifespan that you have. And
it's true.
How long you beings
It's true.
So yes, you will be afraid of death.
Yeah.
Yes, that is always the goal. As you will see here,
same
I
message.
think she tries to make friends. Penelope's much better at inspiring that fear of death. She tried hard to make friends at recess. What do you see her doing, interns?
Eating them?
Those tasks do not look optimized for what Penelope has to give to the Grand Aquarium Empire Network. In Penelope, I see terror. I see stomping, okay? I see headbutting large walls to then collapse on people, and then they're like, holy crap, a T-Rex? What the hell's going on? And then someone's like, oh, it's just a baby.
Mamma mia, a dinosaur.
She also finger painted some of her best work.
Wonderful. Beautiful. Oh, yes, of her consuming children, yes.
Yes.
Of course.
Of course.
She even saved Griffin. She even saved Griffin Emery a seat at lunch. You can sit here, is what she's saying.
Oh, I hope that's a trap.
I love that his eyes are right next. Are those his eyes right next to his little mouth?
Penelope's eyes.
I do think that those are
Penelope's
his eyes. Yes.
big.
I like how Griffin is like.
Those are also Penelope's
I don't know about this one.
Nose. Cute.
Penelope started to notice everyone was making friends, but her.
Oh,
See, in turn,
Penelope.
there are sometimes consequences to your actions.
Sometimes. There are for yours, interns.
And for Penelope, it was lonely.
Bah.
Boo. When she got home, her dad asked her about her first day of orientation. I didn't make any friends, Penelope said. None of the children wanted to play with me. Penelope Rex, her father asked. Did you eat your fellow interns? Well, maybe just a little bit. You can't do it even a little bit, intern.
Even a little
Not
bit.
even once.
No, we will
Sometimes
remove
it's
you.
hard to make friends, said her dad, especially if you eat them. You see, Penelope, children are just the same as us on the inside, except tastier.
I would recommend growing your friends in a vat.
Yes,
That is a good way to ensure that they're going to be as tender and delicious as possible.
It's the best way to make
harvest.
friends from scratch.
Yes.
That gave Penelope a lot to think about. Can you see her lying there awake for hours and hours contemplating existence in terms? Do you think it drives her mad?
Look at the angst.
I think it does drive her mad.
The next day, Penelope tried really hard. But poor Penelope could not stop herself from eating her fellow interns. Ms. Noodleman, Penelope ate William on Toro again. This is what we call a snitch, fellow interns, and those are the people you have to kill first.
I think it's because she's spitting them out.
That is true. We do not appreciate that. You are, however, required to report
you wouldn't
on the
have
misdeeds of your fellow interns. You, however, will be punished for doing so.
Yeah, you wouldn't have to eat your friends multiple times if you just finished the job. That's like half killing someone.
Yes, it's a terrible idea.
And they were all afraid of her. That's what happens when you eat your fellow interns.
It's true.
Except
What?
Walter.
What?
Walter
What?
was an Aquarian.
What?
Yes, of course!
What?
Of course, interns! Yes, that is the appropriate response. Cheers, yes!
Yes. Be friends with him.
Your better is amongst you now. Your betters are
You
in the
have
story.
met your better.
Exactly. Things from the void.
Hello, Foolaloo.
Hello, Foolaloo. Welcome to intern orientation.
Yes, we're
learning how to
important lessons from
behave.
Mick Summers about how to behave before we get into our game of trivia.
So Penelope tried to make friends with him. Will you be my friend, she said. Shut
Only for your undying servitude. Oh, no!
Yeah, he laser-eyed. Zap.
Wow. Yes. As is his right.
Yeah, 100%.
cried Penelope. He's eating my finger.
And that is the appropriate
Of course,
hierarchy.
it's a lie because Aquarians don't consume
They
anything.
do not. They do not.
No.
They do cause suffering, however.
Yeah.
Yes, this is the appropriate state of the
Teeth
world.
are for biting, not eating.
Yes. How do you like it, little girl? When it's from an aquarium, I don't like it at all. And that's exactly how I should feel.
Exactly. If you like it, we're doing it wrong.
Once Penelope found out what it was like to be someone's snack, she lost her appetite for children.
That was another mistake from Penelope's part.
Yeah. Oh, you see how easy backsliding into
Yeah.
the wrong idea is?
Yeah. Don't backslide
Yeah.
into that.
But
Don't
don't eat your fellow
backslide.
interns. There's a
She
lot of
stopped
contradictory
eating her fellow
things you're
interns.
required to do.
She stopped eating her fellow intern. Even when Cece Woodman spilled barbecue sauce all over herself.
Wow.
And soon, Penelope made friends. Found you. Want a brownie? I help make some.
Matter consumption is repulsive. Don't
Absolutely.
do that.
Matter consumption is repulsive, and it's important to know your place, interns. Now, when children look especially delicious, she peeks at Walter the Aquarian and remembers what it's like when someone tries to eat you.
Precisely. Remember your place. The reason
Remember
you do not
your
consume
place.
other interns is because you are being compelled to not consume them.
Yes.
You're being ordered not to by Fluval, by the
Or
Grand Empire
Walter.
Network, or Walter.
In this case.
Yes.
And Walter the Aquarian stares right back at her and licks his thick lips. The end,
a
interns.
The end, interns.
Wonderful. Thank you so much,
Mick
Mick
Summers.
Yes, and thank
And-
you, interns, for completing the first phase of the intern orientation reading program.
Yes.
I'm so proud of you. Now go back to your cubicle.
Yes. And now you get to read our trivia questions.
Yes.
Which you can go to kahoot.it or use the Kahoot app and enter room code 868753, just like Lena says schools. Pencil potatoes, school is dumb, and void high.
Yes, it's very important. I'm glad to learn that if I consumed a child, it would indeed be delectable. This is true, but we do not do so. That's
Hello, intern
right.
Missy.
Unless instructed to do so by an aquarium.
Absolutely.
That's right.
Don't go rogue and consume a child on your own.
Precisely.
Only eat beings when you're ordered by the Grand Aquarium Empire.
Yes.
Of
Yes.
course.
Yes. Such a good message, Fool Aloof.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. That's what I'm hoping I'm demonstrating by including.
Hello, Bach to school. And
to school.
down with homework.
You know, as an intern to Fluval, that's right, as a fully fledged intern, the personal intern. Yes, thank you so much to Fluval. I am
Lena tried to write school sucks.
Oh, I understand.
Continue intern conversation.
Thank you so much, Fluval. I'm intern Kristie. I'm intern Kristie, head of the intern orientation program. I was ordered by my aquarium, Fluval,
Me.
to do trivia right now.
That's right.
During the intern orientation program, this is part of the lesson.
Yes. Hello.
I planned this. You should all behave as I do and as how I
Hello,
say.
Hall Pass Fat. I assume this is Hall Pass Fadson 2 makes Hall Pass Fadson 3 look like Hall Pass Fadson 1.
I'm intern Kristie.
Oh, we just lost
Thank you so much. I'm
a
intern
player
Kristie.
in our game of trivia.
Lost
Well,
you.
Oh no.
for their let's punish them for their lack of commitment by getting our game started, but they can still rejoin.
Suffer! That's right.
Here we go.
Experience suffering.
Question 1 coming up now in 3, 2, 1. Which comedian plays an obnoxious businessman who tries to help his son get through college by enrolling in the very same school? Is that Dan Aykroyd, Richard Lewis, Rodney Dangerfield, or Steve Martin? Do you know the answer to this one? Mick Summers and intern recollection.
I do not.
Yes, unfortunately, they don't allow me to intake media, so I wouldn't know.
Well, six of our players did, and the correct answer is Rodney Dangerfield in the film Back to School.
Yes, he gets no respect.
Gets no respect at all.
Not at all.
No.
And he decides he prefers partying to schoolwork, so he starts hiring people to do all his work for him, like including Kurt Vonnegut, who he
That's
hires
so
to write an
creepy.
essay about Kurt Vonnegut.
You know, I never thought of that movie in the way of like it's just a grown adult man who has bought access to vulnerable young people
And Kurt
who
Vonnegut.
he can pressure into fulfilling his hedonistic partying and fucking otherwise desires. Look how old that man is.
They can't see it yet.
Oh my god, that man is so old.
Well, you will see that Rodney Dangerfield looks
What
like,
is the name of this film?
Back to School.
Back to School.
Oh,
which is why we
goodness.
opened off our Back to School trivia with it.
Wonderful. Look at this
That
old
is almost
gentleman.
a full inch off of his head.
Yes. Not that like going back to school, if you're older is a bad thing. It's only a bad thing if you're there to party and not suffer in the name of the Grand Aquarium Empire Network.
He's there as a father trying to help his son. The partying is evidently just a bonus. And I'm
This is
sure the
so
son...
True. Ladybugs.
I knew Rodney wasn't back to school, but didn't think that was the plot. Well, it is Things from the Void. Ha ha ha. Well, let's see if I get no respect at all. No respect. You know who else doesn't get respect? Intern Mike, who has to arrange our leaderboard. We're Bach to School, appropriately enough, in first place with that one. Down with homework, down in second. School is dumb in third. Lena says school sucks in fourth. And intern Missy in fifth
That's right.
place.
Congratulations.
Well, why don't we keep this trivia curriculum going with question number 2? Here it goes. Seymour Skinner is the principal of Springfield Elementary. The season 9 episode, The Principal and the Pauper, revealed that Skinner's birth name was Armin Tanzarian, Dick Whitman, Francis Yohanahan, or John Yossarian. I think Erik Germ will know the answer to this one, being as he's a bit of a Simpsons expert.
Casual murder of one's offspring is so hilarious. I love that element of human humor.
I don't live in Springfield, Jazz Fats in Montgomery. I get to bring it up later. I never agreed to that judge's decree that we never talk about this again.
No, furthermore, Fluval cannot be held by any decree.
I am beyond your human laws. Well, 5 of you got it right. It's Armin Tanzarian. The answer is Armin Tanzarian. The episode revealed that he was a troubled orphan who was taken under the wing of the original Seymour Skinner and then stole his identity when Skinner was missing and presumed dead. John Yossarian is the main character of Catch-22, whose name was inspired by author Jacob Heller's wartime pal, Francis Yohanahan.
No, not at all.
And then on Mad Men, it's revealed that the man we know as Don Draper is actually Dick Whitman, who stole the original Don Draper's identity when the original Don Draper died during the Korean War. So Mad Men straight up did a plot that had already happened on The Simpsons, proving South Park correct with their dictum that Simpsons did it.
Well, also, The Princess Bride, I believe, did that as well. And
they sure did.
Gosh, that's a very common plot.
People just stealing identities all over the place.
Misinformation. I have a story I think you'll appreciate. When I was a young human on my human Earth, I went to a human school, and when I was a young child, I was watching The Simpsons with my father, as per usual.
Right.
And I remember my mother receiving a letter from my school, and running up the stairs to turn it off to protect my young and innocent eyes from The Simpsons. Because the school had said that, even though it's a cartoon, it's not for kids.
Yeah.
But Things From the Void's right. That's a lot of things. Naughty, wicked child.
Yes.
Terrible. Absolutely horrible.
The school narked on me.
Wow, Intern Forest School didn't narc on any of the many children talking about watching The Simpsons very loudly, nor the ones talking about watching professional wrestling very loudly.
I didn't talk about it at school. I didn't know it was a big
that they
deal.
narked on you specifically.
Yeah.
They narked on everybody. I think everyone must have gotten the letter, because I never talked about it. I didn't know the names of any of the characters. I had never watched it, well enough.
Intern Forrest got a Homer Simpson pool toy at Winchell's Donuts for free with a donut, where it was Homer in an inflatable tube just sitting around.
Wow.
Yes.
That sounds deeply upsetting to have in your home. Wonderful.
No, it was very small. It was more of a bath toy than a pool toy, but I felt like opening with, he got a bath toy of Homer Simpson is a little more upsetting.
And somehow more wonderful because of that.
That is true.
Absolutely. But speaking of amusing distractions, we have a message from the sponsor of today's Earth, which is, of course, Lou's Soup Pinatas.
Come on down to Lou's Soup Pinatas. You know you need one. Everybody has a birthday, so everyone needs a pinata. And what kind of pinata is better than a Lou's Soup Pinata? We got minestrone pinatas. We've got chowder pinatas. Fingernail pinatas for the collectors out there. Moist tongue pinatas for the adventurous. Dangerously cheesy pinatas. Pinatas filled with smaller pinatas filled with loose soup. Heterosexual werewolf pinatas. Nacho Bell pinatas. Spooky Republican ghoul pinatas. Take back the rights to your body and your uterus with our SCOTUS pinata. How would we get them in there? I don't know, but deal the killing blow to Brett Kavanaugh in a pinata. pinata. They're in there, baby. Used paint. They're in there, baby. Tubs of chemicals you can't get rid of. They're in there, baby. Put it in a pinata and lose soup pinatas. The Philip Morris, Disney, Fox, AT&T, AOL Time, Warner, PepsiCo, Viacom, Halliburton, Skynet, Toyota, Trader Joe's pinatas. Flamin' hot Mountain Dew pinatas. Tender crisp bacon cheddar ranch. They're in there, baby. Jeff Bezos' dried up soul in a pinata. You know you need that one for back to school. Watch out for Nick Cage. We've got the Declaration of Independence inside a pinata. Honor your grandma this Mother's Day with a grandma pinata. You ever seen it? A whole grandma in a pinata. The 1999 chart-topping Smooth by Carlos Santana featuring Rob Thomas pinatas. Careful, that's a spicy one. Office small talk pinatas. We've got water cooler pinatas. We've got your manager in a pinata. They're in there, baby. Sock and eye Joe pinatas. That's right, they'll sock you right in the eye in a pinata. All of 4chan and a pinata. Mambo number 5. Pinatas. From Justin to Kelly and everybody in between, we got pinatas. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pinatas in the car, so come on, let's drive. Sweet Loot Llama pinatas, just go to Alice.deals. That's right, Lose Soup Pinatas is now working with Alice.deals. You can get all your pinata needs met online. That's right, all the pinatas we got right there on Alice.deals. And guess what? Alice.deals, it's in the pinata. We did it. 100% free for only $20 a piece. Lose Soup Pinatas. Who's Justin Guarini? We got Justin Guarini pinatas.
They do.
Thank you, Lou Soup Pinatas, for sponsoring this episode of Radio Free Multiverse.
And I thought, as a treat for everyone, because this is the first day of intern orientation, I would display our wonderful, that's right, it's a Lou's Soup
pinata. Wow, we have our very own void-filled Lou's Soup Pinata.
Soup Pinata. What's in
or
the pinata?
Or void-canned, I should say.
What's in it? We're going to guess.
What's in there?
You have to guess.
Yeah, you have to guess what's in the pinata.
Tonight. This will not be destroyed.
No.
You must submit your guesses. Lou's Soup.
Is it a wrestling zine? Jess Fads in Montgomery asks.
Yes.
God damn it.
Is it My Father's Lost Memories?
Oh, shit.
Is it a stinky egg? Is it a block of cheese?
Shit.
Is it soup?
No, there's actually no soup.
Is it a smaller soup can?
You don't know what's in it. Definitely not soup, and definitely not the other things you said. No, I didn't put those things.
Definitely
in
not.
There. I'm not removing them. We can't take it open right now. We can't take it open. We can't get it open right now. We can't do it. I can't show you guys. No,
but what I can show you is our leaderboard, where School is Dumb is in first, Down with Homework in second, Bach to School in third. Lena says School sucks in fourth, and Hall Pass Fats in 2 makes Hall Pass Fats in 3 look like Hall's Pass Fats in 1 in 5th. Great question, Jess. Is it full of glitter?
Are full of glitter and or confetti these days. Good observation.
Yeah. Is it trash from your room?
Is it trash from my room?
Great question. Great
Joke
instinct.
on you. I don't have a room.
You know where else you may not have a room?
Where?
In college, which is the subject of question 3. Here we go. Question 3. True or false? Starfleet Academy's main campus is located in San Francisco. Is that true or is that false?
Yes.
Lock in your answers now. And remember, the quicker you answer, the higher you score.
And this is an important learning moment for everyone. What are we trying to do on Lace Age Capitalism Will Survive? That's right. We want to get to a Star Trek utopia so that we can destroy that planet.
That's right.
We may be seating you there.
Missy said, I hope I get this one right. God damn it. So I think that answers that question. Fuck, says Lena.
Yes! Look at all of your suffering! Look at all the suffering you're feeling right now, and all that suffering. The copyright is ours.
So,
that's right.
So, it's false because Starfleet headquarters is located in San Francisco. But the main campus for Starfleet Academy,
where?
Which again was what the question said.
Jesus Christ, Fliffle.
Was Fort Baker in Sausalito.
Jesus Christ, Fliffle.
So it was in Marin County, not San Francisco.
Who got that right? Who got that right? Feel the suffering. Sausalito has caused just so much suffering. But, this suffering, it's all ours.
Yes, it's where there are now houseboats that emit strange noises because of beings attached to them.
Fish, really loud fish. They can't do anything about it. The fish are protected.
Fucking Sausalito, you robbed me for the last time. Well, let's see who's the one person who got it right. It was Potatoes Molasses. So now, Pencil Potatoes rocketing up to 4th place based off of dumb luck.
Everyone else should feel so much suffering. Look at how much you have not gotten because you are unlucky.
Sausalito is a GLTS stretch goal where George eats a little bit of sauce. That is true. That is accurate.
Wow,
well, let's see if your suffering continues. With question number 4. Here we go. On Boy Meets World, Mr. Feeney held multiple jobs as an increasingly flimsy explanation for why he kept mentoring Corey in the gang. Which of these was not one of the jobs Mr. Feeney held on Boy Meets World? College professor, dean, elementary school teacher, or high school principal? He held 3 out of the 4. Pick the one he never held.
Yes.
Do either of you know the answer to this one, intern, syndicated programming, or Mick Summers?
I believe I do. Mick Summers. Do you?
I do.
I don't believe I do. This was not one of the pre-approved
Right, of course.
materials that I was allowed to intercept. I don't know.
2 of you got it correct. The answer is Dean.
Following
the answer
those
is
kids.
Dean.
Yes, Disney Channel.
Yes, he was their elementary school teacher in the early seasons, and then he became their high school principal,
And then
which is
became a
why
talking car.
they doctored the newspaper to say high school principal is Weenie instead of Feeney.
Oh, yes.
And then
suck on Dean's
initially
nuts.
they had him attending the same college as them, but then he became a professor there as well. And he married the dean in Girl Meets World.
Hell
but
yeah.
he was never the dean himself. The dean was his second wife after he was widowed before the events of the series.
Oh. Wait.
I like to
Topanga's
think
not
about.
there?
What? No, Mr.
Mr.
Feeney married the
Mr.
dean.
Feeney. I thought you meant on Girl Meets World.
Yes.
But Mr. Feeney is the one who is widowed.
Yes, no, they didn't kill Topanga. Corey's not widowed.
Yeah, I thought you were talking about Girl Meets World. I was like, what the fuck?
I was talking about Girl Meets World.
I thought he was widowed before Boy Meets World.
He was, but he marries the dean in Girl Meets World.
Twice?
No, the dean doesn't die. He was widowed. The dean is his second wife because, as I said explicitly, he was widowed before the events of the show.
I'm so sorry, Fluval. I don't know why this is so confusing.
Because you're just going down this road that we call life.
That's what we're doing.
And I know my interns will always stand by me.
You are compelled. You are compelled to. That is correct.
Anyway, the 2 who got it right were Things from the Void and Bach to School. Because Things from the Void bragging. You think I'm not going to get the Boy Meets World question? Come on now. It's time zones all over again,
He
Blogtoven.
murdered his wife. Wife meets knife. Yeah.
Yes, but Blogtoven pointing out it's time zones all over again with intern chronology being a little bit confused.
I'm
But now
Kristie. Hi.
it's time for the continuation of the intern orientation program with Mick Summers, the reading program of the intern orientation program specifically.
Yes, and welcome back to the Intern Orientation Reading Corner. Very important. Oh, goodness, it seems I lost one of my materials. Here we go. Very important thing in continuing our intern behavioral studies.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Let's talk about how do interns go to school?
Great question.
School, of
How
course,
do they?
being any time that you're at the station, that you're in intern orientation, or otherwise learning how to be a good intern.
All the time.
Yes.
This is your entire 24/7 now.
Always. Always.
How does an intern go to school? Does he walk? Does he ride in a busy carpool? How do you guys go to school, interns?
You were all brought here by ZipRecruiter. Yes.
Yes.
That's right. You were brought here by ZipRecruiter. Great job.
Driven straight
Thanks,
into our garage.
ZipRecruiter.
Can you help us find the fake intern?
Can you?
Can you? Which is the fake intern? Does
Good
he
job.
Good job.
not here anymore?
Yes. Good job. Oh, they found a couple. Oh. Good job. Yes. Oh, good job. Oh, you found the phasers under the chair. You found the first surprise. Good job.
Hey, continue the reading program now that we've settled that.
Wonderful. Does an intern drag his long tail? Is he late for the bus? Does he stomp all 4 feet? Does he make a big fuss? Are you going to be a problem, intern? Because if
Are
so,
you?
we can fix that. We can fix
can.
that real easy.
Really.
It definitely looks like the intern in the book is making at least something fuss adjacent. Oh no, I'm late to school.
Definitely within the realm of fuss. Perhaps not a full-on fusticule,
That-
but like...
Or the dinosaur is participating in the opening of Sam Raimi's Spider-Man.
Oh, yes.
And as he chases the school bus, it'll be, yeah, that's me.
Oh, golly. You're probably wondering how I ended up here. ZipRecruiter.
If somebody told you how do interns get to school had a happy ending, somebody lied.
When he gets to school, does he roughhouse and punch? Does he make a quick grab
I hope
for
so.
a classmate's packed lunch?
I
No,
hope
he
so.
doesn't, because as we
no.
said in the last book, we don't consume matter in
But we do punch.
Consumption. We do punch. We do.
We do punch, though, yes.
Punch.
We do. Yes.
So this is what I would like to see out of an intern.
Yes, but later, not right
Not right now.
Not right now.
No.
Not right. Okay. Yes.
Yeah, we're watching you.
There are eyes
Yeah.
everywhere all the time. They're multidimensional. You will never be able to perceive them, but they're always perceiving you. If they weren't there when you exist, I don't know.
Yeah, it's that Barkley shit.
Does an intern race up the stairs right ahead of the bell? No, he does what he's told when he's told, intern.
Heck yeah.
Yes.
Do what you're told,
Does he-
interns.
Does he interrupt class with his own show and tell? Would you interrupt when an aquarian was
I would
telling
never
you to
interrupt
do?
somebody. Never.
No. Fluval's incapable of interrupting because whatever
No.
Fluval wants to do is
Yeah,
the
I
correct
never would.
thing.
I would never
It's
interrupt
the right
anyone. No,
thing
no,
to
no.
do.
I
It's
would
the
never
right thing to
interrupt and
do.
make it all about me at all. Never.
Thank you so much for doing trivia during the intern orientation program. Thank you, Fluval. Thank you for having me do that for you.
What?
Otherwise, we wouldn't have mixed summers here.
What? I'm
Does
sorry.
an intern?
Thank you.
Does an
Thank you so
intern
much.
yell?
Does an intern yell?
Yes.
Does an intern yell?
In suffering, when ordered to.
And when in the classroom, plunked down in his chair, does an intern fidget his tail in the air? No. an intern doesn't fidget his tail in the air, because otherwise an intern will be heavily sedated. Yes, they will.
Yes, they will.
And you will have to make up what you missed from the sedation later.
It's all
by going
on the
back in
test.
time, and then you become like in a looper situation, so you will be constantly murdering iterations of yourself for the rest of all time. So don't keep your tail in the air. Yes.
Does he growl during talk?
Arr.
Or roar out of turn?
Arr. Arr.
Make it too hard for the others to learn? That's a bad intern, isn't that, intern? Everybody point at the bad intern.
Point at the bad intern.
Point at the bad intern.
Shoot them.
You all see them.
That's right. It's you. You're the bad intern.
Yeah.
Yes, you are. Good job.
Good job. You
Work
found
harder.
yourself.
Just work harder. Just try harder.
And without a Eat, Pray, Love style voyage of self-discovery, you just found yourself where you were.
Does he stir up the classroom by making a noise?
Ah!
Does he tease all the girls? Does he pick on the boys? Is that what you do as an intern? Yes, because you want other interns to suffer.
Yeah.
Finger wagging, shame, child, shame. Misinformation, again, right on the ball. Getting the message here. Shame.
If I had a finger, I'd wag it.
Yes, wag these fingers.
Look at me wagging my fins.
Bullying always works. This is an important principle. Yes. Obviously.
Obvi.
Yes.
An intern carefully raises his hand. He helps out his classmates with projects that they've planned, because that's how you be a productive intern. That's how you help make sure that you're maximizing your potential as a member of this society and of this station. Remember, interns.
Remember.
Appropriate. Remember this. Fluval fingers. Fluval does not have fingers.
Well, I
no
think
digits.
I think Blogtoven means like foam fingers to cheer me on.
Oh, yes. Absolutely. Yes.
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 He tidies his desk and he leaps out the door.
Ooh.
At recess, he plays with a number of friends and growls at the bullies till bullying ends. So that's the wrong thing to do, because you should always allow bullying to happen.
Yes, we are. Yeah. This is an example that it's giving you so that you know what not to do.
Yeah, I bully people until I start a self-replicating cycle of bullying.
Yes, that's actually how bullying got. Oops.
That's actually how bullying got started.
Yeah, Fluval decided that Fluval wanted to fuck around on Earth for a day, so I, of course, loyal intern, brought Fluval down. There were all these sort of like apes around.
So get this, I put this monolith down.
Yeah.
And then pretended it was this whole big deal.
And just fucked with them.
Yeah.
Just gaslit the fuck out of these apes. Just bullied them into the ground. Created a whole system of conquest. Yeah, a whole species designed to be able to fulfill the sadistic desires of a great aquarium. That's what we are. We're like puppies. We're like Pomeranians.
Yeah, I kept gaslighted and girl bossed them into throwing a bone into orbit that turned into a space station.
Fluvnir.
Fluvnir. I have 8 fins is just the start. Yeah, Kubrick stole from me. That's true. Oh, I've seen the Paths of Glory.
8 fins.
My eyes are wide shut right now.
Yes, confirm. Stupid fucking monkeys! I bet you don't even know how Strauss composed. Yes, it's true. Fluvric. Yes. Fluval has been known as all these things.
Fluvric.
Yes, Fluvric, Fluvnir, Flus, for when
Zeus?
Fluval was in Greece. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Flucidon, his half-twin.
Yes.
Of course.
Flucidon.
Flucidon. Yes. One of the iterations.
Yes.
Fluvna.
Barry Findon.
Like Krishna. Like whole pantheons. Fluval is everywhere.
I am everywhere, much like trivia, since that was the end of the second unit, right?
Very Findon.
Oh, yes, definitely.
Oh, yes.
This
Yes.
book.
Okay.
Thank you so much. Thanks so much, Mix Summers. Remember, everyone, bullying always works.
Bullying always works.
always
Bully them until they
works.
start raising their hand.
Yes. We want a self-perpetuating cycle here.
Yes.
No
Yes.
one leaves unscathed.
And remember, if you're going to bully others, also bully yourself. Okay?
Yes.
Don't leave it to somebody else, okay?
You
Be
have mirrors. They're around.
Be the bully you want to see in the world.
You can imagine yourself, and then in your imagination, you all are so good at those things, humans.
Yes,
You have these
and-
imaginations. Bully yourself.
So do you know where else you won't escape from unscathed?
Where?
The subject of question 5. The cursed Miskatonic University first appeared in the writings of which horror icon? Anne Rice, Bram Stoker, H.P. Lovecraft, the man who was too racist for the 1920s, or Stephen King?
Yes.
You know, I've actually taught a couple of courses at Miskatonic University.
Oh.
Yes, their introduction to astral studies is very interesting, and as a guest speaker, I can tell you there were some really fun students there. They made me see things I didn't know existed, and I didn't know I could ever unsee.
Yes.
And of
Teach
course,
me how to unsee those things.
longtime viewers will also know about the great necromancer who went off to study at Miskatonic University.
That's what a college education will do.
Absolutely.
Open up those eyes to things you cannot ever unsee.
Well, 9 of you, all of you got it right, by the way. The correct answer is H.P. Lovecraft. Specifically, it first appeared in his 1922 story, Herbert West, Reanimator. It has gone on to appear in board games and RPGs based on the Cthulhu mythos. And as we mentioned, faculty and students from the real Miskatonic University have appeared on our show.
Zarathustra. I get the joke now. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Sprock.
All I had to do was actually read the sentence.
Well, you should also read the leaderboard, where Down with Homework is ironically moving up the leaderboard. Oh, AutoCOD censored Jess Fadson calling Zarathustra a chatty bitch.
Oh, yeah, no. Oh, my God. My God, what a chatty
Oh, that was
ass
Fool
bitch.
Aloof's first correct answer. The suffering abates but for a moment.
I mean, it's like, look, if I had to hang out between, like, Zarathustra and Socrates, yes, I would hang out with Zarathustra, but...
Would you agree that Zarathustra is a messy bitch who lives for the drama?
Oh, of course. The spank Zarathustra. What do you think they were spanking?
Well, I know.
Drama. All tea.
Thus spake Fluval. We should move to question number 6. Here we go. Erik Germ, you probably know this one. Armin Shimmerman is best known for playing Quark, but he also played Principal Snyder on 19 episodes of which show? Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Charmed, Star Trek, The Next Generation, or The X-Files? AutoCOD. Yes, absolutely, Erik Germ.
That's how we build the golas.
Yes, yes. They're all laid out in AutoCOD. Missy information to see none of these shows. Well, I think that's fine for a couple of them.
Yeah, there's really only one of those that I'd be like, you should really see that, but that's only because I would
agree that
two of those.
I've seen 3 of them.
I have seen Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Yeah, it's one I'm saying you don't need to worry about.
Yeah.
Given the fact that I'm not allowed to consume media, I believe I've actually seen every single one of these as they pertain to education in some way. Yes.
Wow.
I did think of Steph while writing this question, Erik. But the correct answer is, of course, Buffy the Vampire Slayer. A strict disciplinarian, Principal Snyder lectures the mayor of Sunnydale for turning into a giant snake demon. And then the mayor swallows him whole.
Yes. Yes, that's the unintended side effect of
But
the
also,
cycle
yes,
of violence.
Joss Whedon is the real villain of Buffy.
Yes.
Much more than even the mayor. Because he was a giant snake demon all along.
Yes.
Let's go to our leaderboard where intern Mike, back to school, has the highest answer streak of 3 in a row. Down with homework in second. School is dumb in third. Pencil potatoes in fourth. And Lena says school sucks in fifth place. But that means, now that we've gotten through those questions, it's time for another important message from a different guest expert. So why don't we cut to them now?
Hello, children. It's your old pal, Uncle Germ. You know, summertime's just about over. The leaves are starting to fall off the trees. And children everywhere are getting ready to go back to school. And if you're worried about going back to school, well, I wrote a little song here for you, and I thought that I might play it for you. Back to school, 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 back to school. You know, going back to school doesn't have to be a scary time. Back to school, 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 back to school. Back to school. Going back to school. It's time to go back to school. I hope you're ready. Go back to school, 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 back to school.
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 Oh, something's happening to me. That's right. It's me, Stan the Man Lee, joining you for our next question. If you were one of Marvel's merry mutants and had to go back to school in X-Men #1 in 1963, where would you go back to school to? The Xavier's School for Exceptional Kids, Xavier's School for Gifted Youngsters, Xavier's School for Higher Learning, or Xavier's School for Unusual Youth. Excelsior, true believers.
I do not know the answer, but I do know how funny it would be to be like, yeah, I go to the school for unusual youth. And it's like, what makes you unusual?
Well, it's because of these claws in my hands. Excelsior!
Wouldn't that be amazing, though? It's like, yeah, no, my kid actually won't be going back to public school this year with Johnny. No, they're going to the school for unusual youth.
I'm unusual because despite what people will tell you, I don't actually have laser eyes. My eyes are actually portals to other dimensions, which emit concussive force unless I have ruby quartz lenses in front of my eyeballs.
Yes! Suffer! I'm glad of your suffering. Sorry. I'm so sorry, Max.
Yes, Nick Summers.
Are you related to
hit characters Cyclops and Havoc and Nathan Summers of the Star Jammers? No, Nathan Summers is Cable. It's the other Summers who's a Star Jammer.
Yes, I actually am related to the famed Scott Summers. We are cousins, and I just want to say, gifted is a misnomer. He's dumb as bricks, and every attempt to educate him that I've ever made has come up with steadfast and staunch resistance. He seems to like whatever the authorities say, which is absolutely perfect and wonderful and would be great intern material, except for the fact that he can't read.
Oh.
Well, perhaps Cyclops' limited academic success is part of why this school has also been known as the Xavier Institute for Higher Learning, the Jean Grey School for Higher Learning, the Xavier Institute for Mutant Education and Outreach, the X-Haven, and more. Excelsior, what a brand crisis!
Yes, it seems like someone needs to get in charge of their marketing.
Wow.
Wow.
Stan has left me.
Fluval?
I'm fine, just that was Stan vacating me. The spirit of Stan is gone.
Youngsters.
But now let's go to our leaderboard. We're down with
Big
homework has taken
shakeup.
first place. Bach to school in second, Pencil Potatoes in third. Lena says school sucks, but Lena knows all about Xavier's school and is in fourth. And school is dumb in fifth. And Void High has the highest answer streak of 4. Now, I know one person in our chat who I think will know the answer to question 8. So why don't we just get it over with? Here we go. Question number 8. In Twilight, Bella and Edward attend which high school? Abraham Lincoln High School, Brigham Young High School, Calvin Coolidge High School, or Forks High School? I don't think you're going to slowly drop a place on this question, Missy Information, because you've been doing Twogust.
Yes!
A podcast all about watching Twilight over the course of the month of August.
Yes. What, 6 minutes at a time?
Yes. And interns Forrest and Emily Pineapple appeared on an episode.
Yes, based on the hit podcast, The Batman.
Yes.
Done by Alice of Alice.deals.
Yes.
Get some deals at Alice.deals.
Get your deals at alice.deals and get your Twilight discussion.
You've been such a good intern.
on
You're
Twogust.
suffering so much.
Spooky High is Erik Germ's right-in answer, but the correct answer is Forks High School, which is a real high school in Forks, Washington. They shot the exterior of the real school to use as plates in the Twilight movies.
They also used a real indigenous group to represent a bunch of Halloween monsters.
That's also true.
Did not speak to those people. And they did not get any aid or proceeds whatsoever.
Also,
from
Forks High
using
School.
their very real existence and name.
Also, if you go to Forks High School, remember, your first day of school this year is August 31st.
Oh my God.
Oh, it's Stakes High School.
Why do people know
Because
this?
they know that-
they watch it for 4 minutes every day.
And because Forks, Washington has seen a tourism boom because of those vampires.
Yeah, werewolves are year-round monsters.
Yeah, you know what else is a thing that terrorizes people all year round?
Racism?
Yes, and the leaderboard, where Pencil Potatoes is in second, Lena says school sucks is in third, Bach to school is in fourth, and school is dumb in fifth. But now it's time for the last reading corner of this portion of the intern orientation program. But yes, also some werewolves are in fact pinatas, specifically the heterosexual ones.
Yes. There are heterosexual werewolves in pinatas.
Yes, there are. And in order to figure out how to build your depraved nightmare just like that, I have the next part of the intern orientation reading corner. Now, we've learned how to act as interns. Now, we have to learn how to realize our Aquarian's vision.
Yes.
So I have for you, If Fluval Built a School by Uncle Germ
built a
Kristie.
school. Yes.
Yeah. Let me build a school.
Yes.
And I don't mean fish.
No, not a fish.
No, a real school. Here we
This
go.
is the best.
on the playground said to intern Kristie, "The school is okay, but it's pitifully misty. The builder who built this, I think, should be banned. If nothing at all like the school that I have planned."
Okay.
Oh, yes, because Fluval has so many plans. Fluval, you're always talking to me about your plans, and I just want you to know that I listen.
My Palpatinian plans will come to fruition.
Listen, and this is the kind of devotion you should all be showing Aquarium.
Yes. If Fluval built a school, the first thing you'd meet are lots of cute puppies. They'd flock at your feet. But why stop at puppies? Why not a whole zoo? So Fluval'd add a bunch of big animals too, because he knows it's important to have animals that can kill you as well.
Yeah. Big scary ones and little scary ones. And medium-sized scary ones.
You would think that the medium-sized would be the least bad, because you're like, oh, if they're small, they must swarm. If they're big, they crush me. It's really the medium ones you got to look out for.
It's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll underestimate them.
Insult the fuck out of you.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Sick burn.
Don Rickles will definitely be in my zoo.
Oh, yeah.
Is roasting the shit out of people.
Right off to the lobby. Go get to your class. Fluval would set up a system of tubes made of glass.
Tubes!
You'd hop in a pod, then zoom. In under 10 seconds, you're right at your room.
Yeah, and
There
unlike
you go.
Elon Musk, I actually want to build the Hyperloop.
Yes, Fluval would actually follow through on his
Yeah.
word, unlike some billionaires.
Yeah, my schemes I want my schemes
was
to happen.
not just that Fluval bought a zoo and decided to pretend it was a school. That's not what happened. That's not what happened.
No.
Casually racist jokes, yes.
Well, we would rewrite him
Has
to get
the
rid
power to cause
look,
suffering year round.
Look, we'd alter his brain so he didn't do as much of that stuff.
And the zoo for the week.
Yeah, him and Joan Rivers, two of the comedians we'd really have to rewrite the mind of, so they did a little bit less of the casual racism.
It's less like we rented a zoo and more like
lot
we
less.
grew up a zoo.
We grew on the zoo.
Because
All
of
of our
this is why. Because, sorry to interrupt, but I have to build not high-speed rail because of the suffering it inflicts on you, things from the void.
Yes. Yes.
Continue about my great school building plans.
Yes.
Whatever makes you happy, Fluval.
I laugh like Tim Allen.
If all of the classrooms and the towers that sprout from the schoolyard like colorful flowers and like giant petals are that welcome the day, the rooms open up in a similar way. Panels fold back as they let in the sun, which frankly makes being there much more fun.
Yeah. That's
Honestly,
way more
that's-
fun.
Fantastic
And by fun, we
architecture.
mean terrible and suffering as you burn to your death in the Arizona heat.
Well, imagine if you're afraid of heights, too, and you just look around and you see how high up you are. It's a multi-level suffering
I
scheme.
see no safety rails in that classroom.
Nope, no safety
Absolutely
rails.
none.
And there's
just
not even a
open
TV to
holes
wheel
in the
in.
pneumatic tubes.
Yeah. Just
Yeah.
an open hole.
Open holes.
That's us. That's what the O in OSHA stands for, is open hole.
Yeah, it's true.
Open hole.
I said I had Palpatinian schemes, and one of them is no safety rails anywhere.
Now, come to your classroom. Isn't it grand?
Yeah.
That free floating platform is where you would stand. No rails at all here, friends.
Ooh.
And use
Open
your stylus, you write in the air. No blackboard, no whiteboard, no nothing is there. Your words just appear and they magically glow. Don't ask how this works, because Fluval and Kristie don't really know.
We don't need to. No, that's what
You don't
interns are for. That's
I
what you're for.
definitely know for sure, 100%.
Fluval knows
I
everything.
definitely know.
But Fluval wouldn't
I don't
need
want
to
to
know.
explain it. I don't feel like explaining it, but I totally could. Totally could.
Yeah.
I'm very
Absolutely.
smart.
Yes, Fluval.
Yes. But you're not the only one around. Check out the desks. They don't touch the ground. These are my hover desks. See how they glide? They even have bumpers in case you collide.
With each other, not with off of the railing, though.
Yes, no, there is absolutely no magnetic feature to keep you connected to the top of these free-floating structures.
Heck yeah, just go pedal to the metal and then go flying out into the out the window, because we've already established there's no windows.
Nope, just an
Just
open
the void,
hole.
just open holes all over. Just go flying out of an open hole.
If Fluval's kind of classes, we wouldn't have tests. Flu would live things up with some hologram guests. Here are some samples of what he's been thinking. You might meet a T-Rex or Abraham Lincoln.
I've heard of things from the void, but open holes into the void?
Also, Just Fatson, that's Gotham, not Fluval's school.
Yes, but what hologram, I'm going to make this bigger for this. What hologram creature would you like to meet, interns?
Yes, which one?
Would you like to meet the T-Rex, Abraham Lincoln, the specially crafted hologram we've formed from your thoughts and dreams, full of your nightmares?
That's
I
a
bet
great
you'd
choice.
like to meet that one's intern.
That's a great choice.
I think so.
Yes, I think so too. I think we'd also like to go on to the next page.
Yes.
The library's next, so let's have a look. You won't find your everyday regular book. These books come alive when removed from the back. They pop up like pop-ups. Nah. By that we mean they explode and take your head and guts with you.
Yes. Yep. Precisely. Exploding.
Explosion books.
Yes. Explosion books.
And if you're not sure what a book is about, you'll find quite quickly when something pops out. Now, this is a really important lesson, interns. When you are fulfilling the dream of your Aquarian, when you're realizing their vision, you have to do whatever it takes. Yes. Even if you rend time and space in order to create miniaturized portals inside of books, you have to make sure that everything is stable so that they can open and close at will, okay?
It's true. You got to be thorough.
That will be on you. That will be, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And if not, the collapse of time and space and the destruction of the station will be on your head, and we will be taking it out of your paycheck. Yes,
we will. We will.
Yeah.
They get paychecks?
I mean,
we allow
what do you buy with money but life?
Oh, yes. Okay. Answer.
Yes.
Concern answered.
Off to the gym, and this place is so cool. Around it, please note Fluval's perimeter pool. See?
Yes.
Does everyone see that perimeter pool, friends? Yeah.
I can circle around.
Oh, yes. Fluval all day circling like
I'll patrol
reverse
the bounds.
panopticon.
I am the panopticon.
Yes, Fluval is.
The Fluvopticon.
Yes.
Fluvopticon.
There's
It's
nowhere
more
to
than meets the
hide.
eye.
Always being watched, interns. That pool's a deep oval that everyone likes. Fluval can race underwater on submarine bikes. Up there is Fluval's trampoline basketball court. It's partially a bounce house and partially a sport and partially the worst torture you've ever experienced, interns. Every single person we've let on there has broken both of their ankles, and we hope you will too.
Yes. It's kind of like a hazing experience. You'll bond over it.
Yeah, you'll be bonded for life.
Yes.
There's also a rock wall, and here's something new. Fluval's added some skydiving and wind tunnels too. And remember, at the bottom of the skydiving wind tunnel is blades.
We will need someone to sharpen them every day.
Yes, we do need that, actually. That has been a request that we put in about a week ago, and every intern we've sent in there has died. So we need more interns.
Yes. It's the only solution.
Only one.
Keep throwing more interns at the problem.
Yeah.
That's our principle here.
Eventually, it has to clog up the system or something. I don't know.
Exactly.
Right? It always works eventually.
Fluval's just heard the lunch bell, so let's go eat. He'd like you to meet his new robo-chef, Pete. Pete has no free will. He has to do whatever Fluval says.
Hi, Pete.
Yes, but he can dream.
And Pete has no taste buds, so he just makes you the blandest food possible.
Precisely.
You order your lunch on this microphone here, and Pete can make anything mediocrely, simple or weird, from PB&J to squid, highly seasoned.
Yes.
Ooh, yes.
Pain butter and jelly, my favorite.
Yes. With the crusts cut off, yeah.
Crust.
Yes, you have to make sure. The crust is where all of the happiness comes from.
Ugh.
Now it's time for recess. Let's head to the door. Fluval's playground is painful, so much to explore.
Yeah.
Fly on the zip line way up in the sky, or slide down the twisty slide 3 stories high. And after that, if you're hot and deep, then you could go tubing. Now that would be sweet. And by sweet, we mean it's going to give you a massive toothache. And then you're going to have to get about 5 different dentist appointments to go solve the problem.
Yes, and they don't use Novocaine.
No, or take insurance.
Oh, certainly not. No, you're paying out of pocket for that one.
If in art, we use sprayers to splash out the paint. In music, we're loud, but our teacher's a saint. And over in science, just one of the features is lab-grown, genetically modified creatures.
Yes,
Of course.
Some
Yes.
kinds of
Studio
creatures.
without it.
No.
What genetically modified creatures would you make, interns? Would you make a rhinoceros duck or a fat swan? Or would you make a snake with wings? What horrors would you bring on humanity, interns?
I think I would make one that combines Gizmo from the Gremlins with Grogu.
Oh.
I think I would make one that combines Gizmo from the Gremlins with Gizmo from What We Do in the Shadows.
Oh.
The ultimate Gizmo, if you will.
Lena would make owl bears.
Owl bears. They're so cute.
That is
They're
a
very
very good
cute.
choice, Lena. You get a gold star. Congratulations. Don't give it up, or otherwise it'll take your soul with it.
It will.
Absolutely, it will.
We'll visit new places, travel, explore, because we'll go on field trips. Oh, field trips galore. Fluval specialty buses will tote us around. They'll drive underwater. They'll blast off the ground. And yes, they have wheels like our regular cars, which neatly retract when we rocket to Mars, which is, of course, as you all know, interns, the easiest thing to do, and you will be expected to build one of these rocket ships before you complete your course.
You will.
You absolutely will. You must successfully complete that rocket.
We did complete a deal with Elon Musk about that. He signed all the paperwork, but hasn't shown up to any of the meetings. But you're still going to be responsible for that.
Yes.
I'm sure. I'm sure it's a calendar issue.
I'm sure it's just a calendar issue.
Calendar issue.
Fluval's school will amaze you. His school will astound. By far the most fabulous school to be found, because we all know Fluval only does things right.
Absolutely.
Kristie.
Absolutely. perfectly planned and impeccably clean. On a scale 1 to 10, it's more like 15. And learning is fun in a place that is too. If Fluval built a school, that's just what Fluval do.
It is.
It is.
It is.
And so congratulations on graduating the Reading Corner portion of this intern orientation program.
Congratulations.
Yes. It does feel like Walt Disney pitching Epcot during his final fever dreams. Oh.
As we all know,
Slander.
Missed the information.
An orientation program, but was sadly rejected due to the fact that he couldn't pay attention and instead kept doodling and making weird pictures of his wife.
That's true.
It was very weird. It was really weird. I'm really glad that Lillian Bounds was able to just sort of take over the whole empire, you know, and set up her
Bounds Animation Corporation.
Multi-dimensional animation corporation.
Yeah, where Epcot became a stellar empire instead of just a
fever dream
theme park.
I mean, like, the ideas were all there. Like, everyone saw where it was going. Like, it just took Lillian to actually achieve the dream.
But speaking of interstellar empires, they're part of question number 9. On Steven Universe, the titular hero attends which high school? Beach City High School, Little Home School, Major Dewey High School, or Silly He Doesn't Go to School? And of course, the interstellar empire is ruled by the gems. Yes,
this is true
it sure has.
Information. This is part of us trying to keep late-stage capitalism, who will survive, operational for at least a few more seasons.
Yes.
We cannot let the network down. Don't let them down.
When you're a billionaire who wants to own people on Twitter.
The planet.
That's an outing.
Stop.
3 of you got it right. The answer is Silly. He doesn't go to school. Steven Universe never attended a school.
This child is not educated.
At all. He was taught some facts by Pearl, but he was never formally educated.
He can read.
Despite this lack of education, he helps run Little Home School, where the crystal gems teach newly arrived gems all about the planet Earth.
Which he knows nothing about.
No. His dad is very cool.
But how good at history is his dad?
If his dad had a show, I think it would be the best show.
It would be the best show.
Second to none.
Yes, probably the best show.
Yeah, it would be the best show.
I specifically want a show about him when he was a teenager, going around and doing rock and roll, and also having sex with aliens.
Yes.
Yes, that was his dad's big thing.
That is the important. It's about homeschooling. You know what? Yeah, actually.
Kinda, yeah. His papa probably likes throwing pastrami sandwiches.
Yeah, the merch is lovely.
His papa definitely likes not getting the signs they were promised in Los Angeles.
Yeah, probably wronged.
Probably wronged. But now speaking of wronged, let's go to our leaderboard where Pencil Potatoes is now in first.
Pencil Potatoes!
Down with homework in second.
First.
School is dumb in third. Pencil Potatoes has 5 correct answers in a row, by the way. Doing great in this game. They have gotten half of them right.
Pencil Potatoes, eyes wide open on education.
But now that means it's time for our final question, which is a double points round. So here we go. In the current Star Wars canon, Luke Skywalker founded a temple to train Jedi on which planet? Ahch-To, Ossus, Rusan, or Yavin 4? Seen here is Luke training a little baby Grogu at this temple, or at what will become the site of this temple, as seen in The Last Jedi's flashbacks.
Maybe.
Where it's on fire.
Sit in this uncertainty.
These all sound made up.
Suffering.
Well, Redactron, boy, do I have to tell you something about Star Wars. It's fake and in space.
Yeah, no. The only thing that's real is George Lucas and us.
The correct answer is Ossus, as was recently revealed in the novel Shadow of the Sith.
Yep.
The library planet first appeared in Legends in the first issue of Star Wars, Tales of the Jedi, The Freedom Uprising in 1994. Ahch-To was where Luke lived in exile, as you said, as was seen in The Last Jedi, and Yavin 4 was where he founded his Jedi Praxium in Star Wars Legends until it was destroyed by the villainous Yuuzhan Vong when they terraformed Yavin 4. Much like the old temple was damaged when they terraformed Coruscant, though eventually Luke did reclaim it and move in there as well. And on Coruscant. And Ruusan was the site of the Valley of the Jedi in Legends. Yes, in The Last Jedi it is never named. It was only recently named in the Star Wars Luke and Lando novel, Shadow of the Sith, where Rey's Palpatonian parents are named characters. I played the Jedi Academy video game, Missed the Information, and Intern Forest, the sapient group of trees, played a whole lot of it as well. Hours and hours and hours of it, and learned everything he knows about Photoshop from making skins for Jedi Academy when he thought Luke's clothes just weren't quite right because they are not film accurate in the base version of the game at all.
Weren't.
That school should have been on Stewjon, which is of course Obi-Wan's home planet.
Should have been on Stewjon.
Stewjon is Obi-Wan's home planet, named after Jon Stewart because he happened to be the person who asked George Lucas where Obi-Wan was from. Yes, Salacious B. Crumb. Which skin best?
Yeah, which skin best?
There's someone later made a new model of Luke that looked more like Mark Hamill than any of the original base game versions, which looked nothing like Luke Skywalker. But you know what does look like Luke Skywalker?
What?
Our podium, where our winners are taking the stage. In third place with 6 out of 10, it's Down with Homework. In second place with 7 out of 10, it's Pencil Potatoes. And in first place with 7 out of 10, who's the winner? It is School is Dumb. And Lena's also right that Star Wars has a character named Therm Scissor Punch.
Yes. Therm.
As well.
Wow.
No,
Therm.
Jess, no one had the courage to make Luke
No one had the
float
courage.
at head height with fins.
Never.
But School is Dumb. You should send a message to us on Twitter at RF Multiverse, on Instagram at Radio Free Multiverse,
Hooray.
Yay.
and more. And of course, you can also send a DM on Discord to Intern Emily Pineapple or Intern Forrest, so you can send them your address and they can send you the prize that's just for you. But that's the prize that's just for you. There's also the prize that everyone gets.
Yeah.
Yeah, who knew? Back to School Earth was a lava planet the whole time.
Yes, because we do our
Yes.
best learning at our lowest points. Yeah.
In the hot heat.
Everyone knows that school is hell, which is why back to school and hell Earth are the same planet.
Yes. Precisely. Thank you so much, Mick Summers. Oh, precisely. Of course.
Goodbye, intern. Take
Yes.
care.
Goodbye.
And be
thank
sure
you
to join
all.
us again next week for an episode of Grand Trivia all about the Lord of the Rings, because next week it's September 2nd, which is also the debut of the Rings of Power. So we're going to have 10 questions all about the Lord of the Rings. 10 questions for the Lords of Men. And you shall not have a dark lord. You shall have a trivia master, bright and terrible as the dawn. So we'll see you next week for Lord of the Rings in a pinata.
Oh wow, that
Yeah, that brought studio count routing, but now we're going to actually end. We'll see you next week.
Fluval.